Okay, should be live now. Let's see. Stuff is happening. Okay, there it is. Let me quickly share the link. Welcome everyone, this is Delta. And we're back in Cubyz. Oh, no, wait, not double audio. Okay. Share the link real quick. Okay, there we go. Alright, everything's still working. Okay. Welcome everybody. This is where I logged out last. It's the village I'm working on. Wait, oh, I can see time. Okay. Always check if everything is actually working alright. But yeah, this is the little town I'm working on. Oh wait, it's still set to toggle sprint. Yeah, I've been I can show you a little bit. But you might have seen the video, I'm not sure, but I got like a controller for my phone and now I can play Cubyz on my phone. So I was just testing that out yesterday on I was sitting on the couch and playing, and I tried to build something. Hey Care, how are you tonight, or whatever time it is for you. But yeah, I was playing with the controller. I didn't build this, I built this previously. I can go to the house. I still have all of my supplies from there. So let's see. You should be able to get there pretty easily. Yeah, that's the house over here. Hey Raven, hello. I should clean this up at some point. But yeah, here it is. I was a little bit cramped for space. Excited to see you play Cubyz tonight. That's nice to hear. I really felt like streaming again after a while, so here I am. And this was actually the first house I built. And I even put some vines to the side, like this. And I built this yesterday with the controller. It's not finished yet. I still have to add like this stuff, the Ferroc bricks here. And I don't think I'm gonna do that today. I have a bit of other plans for today, so I think I'm gonna dump this stuff in the chest first, and then I can pick this up later. I had an idea. I was oh, so much stuff. I had an idea. I was like, I already made some space for it, but I have to actually. How did I get this? I have no idea. I still have to like actually make it. And wait, I can actually show it from here. So many apples. Apples don't have use yet. Hopefully I don't forget that I actually put this here. Yeah, let me show you. You can actually see it from here. That big rod over there is the marked position for where I want to build it. And it's gonna be like a huge it's kind of like a radio tower thingy. Wait, I can get close to it. The idea is actually that I'm gonna like, I want to add something of like a little bit of a lore to this world. And my idea is that there's like a big expedition, like exploring is really big in Cubyz, so an idea is that I have like a big exploration center somewhere that like guides expeditions and stuff like that, does like radio communication. And I want that to be over there, so, and I want it to be a pretty big build as well. So I want to start on that today. Is this project using all new code, or it uses some Luanti code as base? Yeah, this is actually a completely different project. It's like its whole its own whole thing. It's really cool to me. Like it shares nothing with Luanti, as in like code. Let's see. My shopping list. I have to. Oh yeah. Also, I forgot to add something yesterday because I didn't have a keyboard with the controller. Mahogany wood. Okay, there we go. I have to travel all the way to the jungle for that, but I have the coordinates for it still. Oh yeah, like that was actually my original inspiration for building it, the expedition center, because yeah, it's pretty stupid, but I collect a lot of coordinates and they are like of places, for example, where you can get mahogany wood and stuff like that. And right now they're just screenshots on my computer, but I want to have like a fancy building for it to like store the coordinates, so that kind of gave me the idea to make like a coordinate archive, and from that came like a whole radio tower that actually like takes the coordinates from the archive and actually radios them to other expeditions and stuff like that. That's kind of how the idea grew, and I really like that, because then it also gives me an excuse to build like expedition places of like people setting up tents and like a temporary radio station or something like that, and I can spread those around everywhere, so that's also pretty fun. Everywhere I have coordinates stored, I can also build that. And I think I'm gonna make like the base of it stone mostly, so I'm gonna stack up on that first. And other than that, let's see, maybe this stuff can work. I guess I just take some other stuff as well. Cobblestone probably not. Maybe it's a bit boring that I use stone bricks for everything, but I really like how it looks. And I'm not sure about the pillars. I think stone bricks is fine for now. Oh yeah, and later I want to make it like the radio tower itself will be like red and white, and like there's gonna be a bunch of computers in there for manning the radio and stuff like that. I want to make it pretty big. Hi, Kribia, is that how you pronounce it? I know it's based on Kirby. So yeah. Sorry, Kribia. How are you tonight? Weirdly, it says that it translated your message. I'm not sure what it originally was. Maybe it was actually already English. Sometimes YouTube does that. Pixel art. And it was I first had to actually get up there. And yeah, that was pretty difficult. I had to like do all kinds of parkour. But eventually I managed to get up there, and then I like stored the coordinates, made that marker, and then I have another tunnel running through this mountain as well, so from there I like took the coordinates of where you could make a staircase to it, and then I could make a staircase right to it. So now I can get up there pretty easily. It's always nice when you start a build that's at a really weird spot like this, that you first clear some kind of path for yourself, so you can easily take materials, because you'll probably go there all the time. Hey Yeshua, how are you? And good morning. Oh yeah, they did actually make new tool sprites. It's it really took some, well, not too much. It took like a day or something to get used to it. but they added like outlines to it, and first it looked pretty weird because I played for quite a while without those outlines, but now that they're there, it's I like it a lot more. And now also when I go back to a different version that doesn't have this, or like look at screenshots, I guess, then it looks weird to me. So I guess that's a good thing. Alright, Kirby, I'm glad that you could catch my stream now. I was on holiday for quite a while, so I'm only now back. And fun to do again. Yeah, sure, nice that you're doing good. Wait, did I already walk past it? Maybe. I'm not sure. I think I already walked past it. It shouldn't be this far out. It should be like to the side of it. This is still kind of work in progress. I want to make it 5x5, but this is a really long tunnel, so it takes a while. But this kind of stuff is really perfect to use the controller for, I think. Because it's pretty easy. Building is pretty difficult with a controller, I feel like. Especially managing the inventory. I still have to... Where is it? I still have to find out why that... Oh, here it is. I'm blind, I guess. I still have to find out why that is so slow, or like try to fix it, but like repetitive work like this is perfect. And really nice is also now that I can like sit outside and play with a controller, or like even lay in bed, which I think is really nice for if I'm super lazy. I need to kilometer markers in this tunnel. Yeah, you're right. Every 100 blocks or something. I guess 1000 then. It's not confirmed yet if every block in this game is actually a meter or not, as it is in Minecraft. I mean, the players are like snail people, so I guess it could also be every block is 1 centimeter and like everything is just super tiny, but I don't know. These big structures were all made by hand. Yeah, I made it all by hand. That bridge especially took a lot of time. I worked on that for a while. But I've been playing on this world for a little bit now, like I think about 4 months, and also I don't play too many other games than this. At this point, like basically not at all. This is basically the only game I play, so then it goes pretty quickly. I really love this game. It's just great. I think you can also see the bridge from here, so we can check that out. I think it's just awesome that you can like... It's just super cool. Like you can just build stuff and you can see it from far away as well. Look at that. And later I also want to... if I have different colors of glow crystals, I want to give each pillar like a different color of the rainbow. But this, so far I only have purple and red, so I have to find the other ones, but I haven't came across them yet. Recently I found blue, but like only 6 pieces or something, so I'm not sure where the others are. Actually, look at that. Now that you mentioned traffic light, I found this a while back. I wasn't sure if it was here, but it's still there. I was also really surprised when I ran into that. It was also during a video when I was recording it. But this is the only man-made structure I found so far. I think there are also some other ones. Oh no, also a snow snail. I also found that's also around here somewhere. But not sure, it blends in pretty well. And there's also mushroom poles, but I haven't found those yet. I'm way faster on controller. I refuse to play with a keyboard and mouse. That's pretty interesting. I've always have a lot of trouble playing with a controller. I also play Rocket League once in a while, and people think it's really weird that I play with a keyboard and mouse, because everyone says that with a controller you can play better, but I just can't really get used to it. I've never really played too much with a controller in the past, so maybe I'm just not really used to it. Yeah, I want to start out with a big circle here, and then from there I can... How did I want to do it again? Yeah, like start out with a circle, and from there I can add like a big square to the side of it. So I guess I can, because this is the least amount of space, I guess I can start out building a circle, and then from there I can add a square to the back of it. And I also have to take into account the entrance. Where is it again? It's around the back. That shouldn't be a problem then, I think. So yeah, I guess I just start. The nice thing is it's pretty much in the center, and I mean I can also take the square part of it and just put it. It doesn't have to be exactly centered, so that's good. Maybe you can make a platform held up by 45-degree poles. That's also a pretty interesting idea. I was thinking to make it a solid thing, but I mean, I guess I can also do something like that. Maybe with like support beams to the side of it or something. That could be pretty interesting. Wait. No, I'm actually making it the wrong way around. I want to add a helicopter pad to this thing as well. And it would be nice if the helicopter pad is a little bit to the side of it. So I guess what I can also do is change up the design a little bit. And just start out with a big square, and then I can add the helicopter pad to the side of it, and I guess then I can take the radio tower and put it around here, and then somewhere over there can be the helicopter pad. It would also make sense, because that is the most space, so I guess a helicopter would be able to fly easiest here. Later I also want to add a helicopter in the sky that you can see from everywhere. So I guess I start out with the really big square. And let's first see how far away, yeah, how big do I want the tower to be? I should also already plot that out a little bit, I think. So let's start with that. I guess this can be a nice place for the center. I also want it to be a bit supported, so I guess this here can work. And this here, this part here should only house the staircase to go to the tower, and then the tower has a, it's like the tower itself is pretty slim, and then at the top there's a big overlook area. Like it's completely round, and you can, it's basically a panorama, but with a bunch of computers in it in the center. And like the idea is that people in there can look at people, like with people going on expeditions. They can see them from there, like with telescopes or something, I guess. And at the same time, the radio also has good signal there, so I think that would be cool. So I guess the base itself doesn't have to be too big. I guess a circle like this could work. All right. And then later, I'll make it a little bit higher for now. And later I can fit in the entrance, I guess. There we go. And then I'm imagining it will be like kind of dodgy looking stairs. Well, not really dodgy, but like kind of steel or aluminum looking. I want it to be like kind of engineering looking, if you kind of get what I mean. Like sturdy, but not necessarily too aesthetic or something. Functional, I guess that's how you can call it. Oh, yeah, sure. I want to make a feeder tube character for me. That would be really cool. If it's easy, if it doesn't take too much time or anything, that would be awesome. Sure. And over here there's not too much space, so I guess I can only let it extend to about here. Oh, completely fall off. I can send it to about here. I guess something like this works. And how far off is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's nice. I really like an even stuffer building. Wait, 1, 2, 3. 3 is also fine. That works. Yeah, it might look a little bit weird though. Because if yeah, I'll need to go down a lot if I do it from here, so maybe I could actually kind of make a bridge to it. Kind of like this. I guess I should just follow the terrain a little bit. I mean, if I were building some kind of structure like this, I would make it in an as easy way as possible. Hi Alden, how are you? I'm working on a radio tower thingy. Hi Micah, how are you? Okay, so I take this down. I guess I have a little bit more space here, but would it look weird if it would stick out so much like this? I'm not really sure actually. Oh wait. I can actually make like a glass tunnel to here or something. I'm not sure if they would choose for that. Yeah, the thing is I want the tower also to be close to the building itself. Let's see. Would that make sense? Because I want the main square building to be here. I guess what would work is this should be a bit bigger. This is pretty tough, I think. I guess this side can be like this, and this extends a little bit outwards, so there's a little bit more space to actually get in here. Something like that could work. So like this, and then this is a bit weird, maybe. It's pretty difficult. I guess I make it go from here because then I have more space. 3, 4, 5. And then this is already better because then I can make like some kind of entrance here without it being too weird. Or I guess I can just go for this and make it one further. We'll use metal bars for an antenna. Yeah, I think so. That would probably look cool, but it's gonna be a pretty big antenna, so maybe I'm also gonna like first use branches and only after that use iron bars for it. To have like a size gradient, I guess. I'm not sure how to call it. What game mod is this? I'm not playing any mods. This is like the, well, maybe you think it's Minecraft, but it's actually a different game. It's called Cubyz, but it's not. There's no mods. It's a really cool game. It's completely open source, free software. I've really been enjoying playing it so far. Because like, look at this. Like, this render distance in like without mods, that's pretty awesome. So I guess I can do this then. And then, yeah, then after that I can make the turn. Open source is the best source. You're completely right, Raven. Hi, what was that? Good afternoon to you too. For me it's evening, but good afternoon for you. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess it's fine because I start from here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Okay, that works out, so that's fine. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 18, 19. And then from here I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, this. Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's how numbers work. I'm very excited to start finishing up Minecraft and Luanti project. I'm also really excited to start building with you. We want to do a collab together eventually, so I'm also really excited for that. It's gonna be really fun. Building together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, this is gonna be really big. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. There's the entrance. I guess I can later just make the entrance a little bit closer because this is pretty insane. Wait, I lost count. I think I was at 30. I guess I can go from the other side and count from there. I assume that you play on newer versions. Is there something they added that you like? Yeah, let's see. Maybe I can show that off. Wait. Oh yeah, I have to have stone. Okay. Yeah, I really like this block. Pillars. They've been really nice to build with. And that was only a recent update that they added it. And you can also place them sideways like this. So they're pretty cool. And the back also. I think the back wins a lot over pillars. You can just take a whole bunch of trash wherever you want. And like, it was also really fun. Yeah, like when the back was added, I was streaming, and Quantum joined my stream, and Quantum was like working on the final touches of the bag as I was streaming. So at some point, Quantum told me like, "Oh, the bag is now added to the game." So in the middle of the stream, I like got the latest changes, and I could play with the bag, and also yeah, I was collecting colored wool from a modern art biome during that stream, so that came in really useful. For those that don't know, there's a biome in this game that's like you don't have another way to get wool and colored chalk blocks. So that's just a rare biome where you can find all those blocks. But there's a lot of color, so I could never fit it in my normal inventory, but then I could immediately just put everything in the bag, and it was really great. It was really fun. And I guess I can... Yeah, I can... It would be cool if I can make this a bit symmetrical. So I guess I can try that. So then it should be like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think this works. The bag allows me to carry fun blocks like mushrooms and signs and multiple tools and not to worry about tons of stone I mine. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Also, I've also found it really useful while mining stone. Your inventory can fill up pretty quickly. I like this shape. I'm not sure yet about this here, but I guess I can change it later, because how I imagine it is that you have like at the top there's the people manning the radio and like on lookout with the telescopes, and then there's a staircase here, and then under here are the archives where like all the coordinates are stored and like all the info about expeditions and logs and stuff like that. And then somewhere here in the middle layer in the main building are the like strategy people. They're basically between the archives and the radio people, and they like take the data and make the plans, and they give them to the radio people up there. So I want some pretty big room here for like conference rooms and like a big world map in the middle, and also like you have the technical people, like engineers, and they also need a place. And like, how, also the reason I put it up here so high, I imagine that like there's tons of storms happening all the time, and this is basically, just ignore the tunnel that I made, but this is basically, you can't get there here normally, and you can only get here by helicopter because it's so high up. So sometimes there are just those people that work here, they basically live here as well, so I also need housing places, because sometimes they're just completely snowed in. But this is just the highest spot, so that's why they put it here. And so that's pretty fun. So I need to kind of also take that into account while building this, like how would those people use it and arrange it. For some reason this reminds me of the first level of GoldenEye. You know, actually, I think I've watched a bit of that movie, I'm not sure. But now that you say that, that also sounds really familiar to me. That was also like somewhere in an environment like this. Maybe it's slightly inspired by that without me knowing, but I'm not sure. Like, it was also kind of a place like this. Like, it was also high up in the mountains and pretty big, and also, but I'm not sure exactly how it looked. But it's also familiar to me. I'm not sure. So yeah, I don't really have something too well to give money to Shirley. Who's that? I'm not sure. And welcome to the stream, by the way, if you're a real person and not a bot. I guess for now the landing pad can be made from clay. And it would be nice if this is somewhere in the middle. So let's count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. Okay. So the block in the middle should be 15, 15 or 16? I guess 16. Yeah, block 16th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. This should be in the center. And then it should be... And then I think here the support beam idea can come in, because this pad can be out to the side here where there's plenty of open space, and it can be held up by support beams that are anchored to the building. I think that's cool. So first start out with I guess I can do 3, 2, 1 for this. Might be a nice size. Oh wait, this is clay, so I have to dig it. Is this not too big? I think that's fine actually. Yeah, this is good. But does this look good like a circle? Yeah, I think the shape is right. It's always tricky with circles, I think. Otherwise they look too square, or like, I guess also too spiky if you don't have the shape right. Okay, also a heads up for people watching. I want to like kind of change up my format a little bit, so I'm gonna do like shorter streams. Normally I would go on for a little bit longer, but I want to do 1 hour streams so that I can, yeah, basically I'm more motivated to do more streams during the week, but just shorter times. So that's a little bit of a heads up. I'm not gonna go on for too long today. But I need some better blocks for this. How about also adding a building with bunk beds there? Yeah, that sounds good. I was thinking of making it like part of the space indoors. But it could also be a side thing. I was thinking that yeah, like it's probably extremely cold here when you have like snowstorms, so I was thinking you have like backup engines somewhere in here, maybe the farthest wing, and they're on the bottom floor, and like the engineers kind of operate mostly on the bottom floor. Excuse me. And then up there is like the living area and the bunk beds, because I can imagine close to the backup engines it's the warmest. So I'm thinking I'm gonna place most of the beds somewhere in here. But I'm not sure about that yet. A barracks would be in keeping with the GoldenEye aesthetic, but this isn't a dam. What do you mean by this isn't a dam? Was it a dam in GoldenEye? I'm not sure. But I think indoors would be the best, but I mean I can always add stuff to it later. I think for now, yeah, I really like the shape of this, so I think for now I'm gonna make this higher, and maybe I can also add the helicopter, make the helicopter pad a bit better looking instead of clay. So let's start there. Yeah, this looks nice. This is kind of how I imagined this as well, but the only difference is that instead of this being just completely attached to this, there's now also this part here, but that's fine. I mean, it matches the terrain better as well. And I also have to decide how high I'm gonna make it. So I guess I have to kind of eyeball that. I think I first have to decide how high I want to make this main area, because it's pretty close to the ground floor, but you know, it wasn't actually that smart for me to already make the helicopter pad, but I guess it's good to kind of have the idea for that. So let's first figure out how high we want to make this, because I want to it to have about 3 levels. And yeah, it should be a bit higher for that. I think for that it's not too precise, because there's not too much happening outside of it, so I can kind of also just do that on feel. But it should be a pretty high building, I think. So let's count it. What would make sense for something like this? I guess the middle floor would need the most room. So let's say it has like maybe 10 blocks is too much for it. I guess 3 floors with 30 blocks maybe? Something like that. I'm not sure how that will look. I guess I can just try it out. Hi, names. How are you? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10. Yeah, you know, this already looks high enough. So maybe that's too big, so... I guess, what if I do 5 blocks for every floor? That should be plenty. And then also take into account an extra block for the 2 levels. 3 blocks actually, so 50 plus 3 is... let's just say 18. I guess that works. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait. I lost count already. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 11. What? I'm very good at counting. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I at... How do I keep screwing this up? Hold on. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Okay, that works. So it should be like this high. It looks pretty high, but I think that's good for this. But I guess I can look at it at a bit of a difference, at a bit of a different distance. I'm very good at speaking. Oh, and do you have a red glowing crystals for lights on top of the tower? You know, I really like that idea. That could work. Like in the night you have like a big red light. It would be even more awesome if you can also make it blink, like the other types of radio towers you sometimes have. But I'm not sure if I can do that in this game yet. But maybe later when it's added. Oh yeah, sure. Goodbye. See you later. Oh yeah, names. This is kind of becoming... Yeah, I want to make like... kind of an expedition headquarters for like... kind of how I imagine it is people will be in here and they will kind of guide expeditions going on through the world. I basically needed a place to store all my coordinates to like special places. So it's gonna be in the basement of this, and it was just also an excuse to build like a whole building around it. I think that's really fun. Oh yeah, let me first check how this looks actually. Why did it even go up? Not sure. Let's see. How does this look for height, like height wise? I guess in this middle part it will be really big, but then here then it looks proportional again. And I mean, this is also a really big big thing here, so not sure. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I think it should be a bit lower. So what if we take 4 for the ceiling? Then it's 12 plus 3 is 15. Then I take 3 blocks of this. You know, that makes sense. If I have 3 levels and take 1 off from every level, then it makes sense that it's 15, but oh well. Let's see how this is. and then I can... Let's first see how this looks. You know, that looks better. I'm going with 15. And then as a next thing, I want to work on the helicopter pad. I have to go soon, but let's finish that first before I end the stream. So what I'm thinking is, yeah, I'm not sure. It's usually like red and white together. I'm not sure in what order. I think it's red on the outside and white in the middle, or actually... Wait, let me look up quickly how a helicopter pad actually looks. It's actually orange normally. Yeah, then I'm going with orange. Oh, whoops. I'm sorry if the screen looks weird for a second. I misclicked something. Is everything still working? Okay. Looks like I didn't destroy something. Okay. How does it look down from the base? Alright, we can check that out. I don't actually see too much difference. But maybe if I go up there, I can see it a bit better. That's also supposed to be like a lookout place. So let's check it out. Weirdly, so far, yeah, that's also really weird. I think that's a bug because I'm sure I placed blocks in front of it, but you can't see them yet. Maybe I have to get close to it first. I have to report that bug at some point because I also saw it at a different time. Like you build something far away and then you die, and then it doesn't like it doesn't update the thing at a distance. Oh. Okay, that was scary. I can get out of here though. So that's a shame. I can't really look at it from base, but maybe if I get close enough it will load in again. Yeah, there we go. Let's get a little bit closer. Maybe I can see a little bit from the side already. I guess I can still check it out from here. Let's do that. At some point I also want to change the staircase here. Because right now it's a little bit dangerous, but I want to kind of make the staircase look like a laser beam. But I'm not sure yet how to pull that off. Maybe, yeah, maybe actually now that I have glass I can just keep this staircase basically and just build colored glass around it so it looks like a beam. I think that's the easiest. Oh yeah, look, then now you can't see it again, so yeah, this isn't gonna work. Then I'll just go there. That's for another time then. Still a bit of a bug. Oh. I'm also getting back into the code of this game because like when I first started out playing this, I Also did a code contribution, and then like you see that grass, you don't select it when you normally hold something else, but normally how it was is that you got a hitbox when selecting grass, but now only when you hold a sickle you get a hitbox for it. And that's something I added. It was pretty fun. It was my first addition. And the next thing I'm working on isn't too exciting, but it is kind of, it's basically a code restructuring, so it's like better. I also like doing that. So that's the thing I finished yesterday, and now it's on the GitHub, but it still needs to get reviewed. I think Quantum is pretty busy right now with the Falcon rewrite. I'm not sure if Quantum wants to completely finish that in one go, or like first do a bit of it, but it might take a little while before like reviews are back to full speed. I'm not sure. I can't speak for Quantum. Yeah, maybe craft the uranium glass. That is green. Yeah, that could also work, but then I have to find uranium first. I haven't found it yet. I should really go deeper underground at some point. The like deepest down thing I found so far is diamonds. And I think uranium is a bit lower than that. But I don't really like caving too much. I mostly like staying on the servers and building stuff, so I progress pretty slowly in that aspect. And I mean, my tools are already pretty alright, but at some point it would be nice. I also really want to find like you have like glow mushrooms as well. Like you have normal glow mushrooms, but also the big blocks of them, and I want to get them because apparently they're also pretty good for tools. The like glimmergill branches, they're the best wood to use for tools, so it would be nice to have some of that, but I haven't found those so far. And of course more glow crystals. I want more colors. There's so little time to play the game that I never get a chance to go caving. Yeah, caving can take quite a while. You have to go really deep to find good stuff. Usually when I go caving, I stay there for like two sessions or something. Because like if you're down at a certain depth, it's a waste to have to go back up again, because it takes quite a while to go so far down. And also you have to be really careful to mark everywhere you went, because otherwise you can't really find your way back there later. So I should first mark this before I destroy it. Let's keep one block and use that as reference. So I guess I start here. Oh. Okay. Don't do that. I'm still hanging on. Okay. There we go. All right. Be really careful not to accidentally break the reference block, because then I have to count again and I'm not good at that, turns out. Okay. So here, I guess I can fill it in already, like this. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 2. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. Did I bring enough? I hope so. 1, 2. And 1, 2. Okay. So let's first figure out how big the H should be, because then I can decide if I want to make a ring around it. Yeah, I can also keep it like this as a basketball hoop. Would we? That would be so weird, like helicopter tries to land, but turns out the helicopter pad is actually a basketball hoop. That would not be nice. Stupid. I guess helicopters would most likely come straight from here. So I guess I can make the H go this way. And I like that the pad isn't too huge, because then I could also make a pretty small helicopter. Which is pretty cool, I think. And I guess I have the space still to actually add a ring around it, so let's do that. So that's nice. Cope's nightmare? What do you mean by that? I don't know who Cope is. Yeah, that's cool. And then on the bottom I can add support pillars for it. Is it is that a basketball player who died in a helicopter crash? Oh no. What if that's what happened? So yeah, let's clean that up. I hope I'm not being super offensive by saying that. Okay. It works. Let's try to get a little bit of a view of it. So first I make this a little bit higher. How high up should this be compared to the rest? Let's just say... I know this is 15 blocks. Is it? Yeah, this is 15 blocks, so I guess I can try out 15 blocks up again, so it's double the size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So you have a really good view over everything. This is about the highest place, but I will still add like a little tower up here, so maybe I can also clear this, so it's actually the highest spot. I guess the volcano is the next contender, but that sounds risky to build this on a volcano. It would be really cool to build something on top of there though. You can then see it perfectly from here. But it's really far away. I've only really went there to get basalt. I've like a whole quarry up there now. So now this. Okay, need a bit more. Also, this glassite bricks and stuff look pretty interesting. At some point I want to build something with it, but it looks like a pretty tricky block to use, so I haven't got to it yet, but it looks pretty interesting. It looks nice, so maybe later. 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. Perfect. Okay. And then like this top part here will be like a red. Like it's kind of the same shape as that UFO over there, but more stretched upwards and like with big window panorama around it. So I'm imagining like it extends a bit outward, and the base is red, and then you have some light blue glass here as the panorama, and then you have another you have like a red cap on top of it, and then up there it's like the antenna on top of it, and like the red light also. That's a cool idea. Glassite bricks look like that would work for a road. You know, that's something I can try out. I think that can also work. I like how it's kind of asymmetrical. So, let's go down there and check it out, how it looks. Like, go somewhere over there. So yeah, after we checked it out, I'm also gonna end the stream. I want to try out streaming for shorter and more often. Maybe everyone that's watching already heard that because I already said it. I'm not sure, but for new people watching. Maybe we'll actually find the snail here as well. I found one close to here, but I don't know where it is now. Yeah, we need to go a bit higher. Usually I just parkour everywhere, but here it's a bit too steep to do that in some places. So I have to remove some blocks. Oh yeah, that's cool. Actually, maybe the main tower thingy can be a bit higher, because this actually extends a little farther down than the rest of that. So maybe like 1 or 2 blocks higher, but that's for another time. And also I want to build on this thing exclusively on stream, so you can see like the whole thing progress. I think that's a good idea to have some builds that I only do during streams. And some other stuff like the bridge, for example, that's mostly for whenever I feel like it. Let's go a bit over there. So yeah, I really want to get into like to have like a schedule for streaming. That would also be nicer for you, I think. Because so far all streams are pretty spontaneous, but I imagine that not everyone that might want to see it can catch it that way. Because it's kind of unpredictable when I feel like it, but I think it would be good to have like at least like 2 evenings each week that I stream like this. And then just really short streams of like 1 hour, but enough that we can do like builds like this. And I think that can work pretty well, but that's something I'm experimenting with. So yeah, looks pretty cool, I think. I'm also curious how it looks from there. But it's so far not the... There's not too much to see yet, but at some point it's gonna be really cool. So, before I end the stream, is there anything someone still wants to say? Like, maybe someone has questions or something, like an idea they still want to share? Please let me know. Looks great so far. Can't wait to see further progress. Good luck and see you around. Yeah, see you around was that. Thank you. I'm also looking forward to your streams again. Those are also fun. Good progress in one stream. I agree. Yeah, this is a nice nice foundation. Maybe some boring stuff I will do off stream, like filling in the walls and stuff like that. But I want to keep like the most interesting parts at least for the streams. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed today. And yeah, I hope your day is good as well. You're having a nice day, or maybe it's morning and your day still has to start. I don't know. I hope then you'll have a nice day. But then yeah, see you next time. Bye.